All right, welcome in everyone. If you don't know me by now, I go by GK the Trader. I've been live trading inside of my Discord for well over 2 years now. And what I'm going to be doing here is taking a tide shift. It's going to be a lot different. It's going to be a way, right, using my platform to show that trading is not based on luck. There is an edge inside of this. Very specific phenomenons repeat over and over and over and over again. And we're going to be showing that through the means of a very realistic cash live account that I've now funded officially today. And to keep it short here, all I'm going to be doing is trading this live account, okay, using very realistic leverage, low hanging fruit objectives, and using consistency as a base to grow this account and obviously utilize a 1-1 very specific repeating phenomenon, one singular model, one singular session, 1 to 2 trades every single day. That's how I'm going to be attacking this market with this 5K live account. So I said one model. What am I talking about? Well, I'm actually going to dive into that right now and show you guys and give you all the ins and outs. So number one, the very first thing I'm going to be looking for, and it's absolutely 1000% required for every single button that I push on this account, I'm going to need to be utilizing some type of higher time frame key level. So in this case here, this example that I'm going to be showing you guys, this is actually something that I traded with the members last week. And this was model number 3, the model that I will be trading, the only one that I'll be utilizing for this account to run up. With that said, the first thing I look for is a higher time frame key level. For this example that I just explained, it's obviously a long setup. So in this case here, I want to see a very aggressive and assertive move in one direction, yes, to the downside, if I'm going to be taking a long. Okay, yes, you heard me correctly. I want to see a very drastic move to the downside. We have that right here. Who's been making money in the past session? Here's 8:30. Here's 11 a.m. Those two time barriers right there, that annotates the New York session kill zone. And you can see here that's now been set in and who's been making money in that entire session. So coming up out of that, what am I going to look to do? I'm going to look to attack and offset those who have been making money and target their buy stops inside of the range. And I'm going to show you that more in the lower time frame. That is the catalyst of model number 3. And now, like I said, what's this higher time frame key level that we're going to be utilizing here? Well, in this case here, you can see we have that midnight opening extended through. You can see we trade down below that midnight opening. The highest probable longs are always going to become below that midnight opening. So right here, we trade below that. That's reaccumulation of longs at this old London low. Now, I will say, usually it's going to be preferred to see this London low swept. However, if you take a look, you can see that we already done the work here, taking out internal sell stops here, here, and here. And to add as a bonus, if you take a look at ES, you'll see that ES actually swept that London low. So to add to this, we have an SMT divergence at the lows, which obviously gives further confirmation of looking for longs. All right. So going back to NASDAQ here, we sweep internal stops. We have that higher time frame key level that we're utilizing. That's midnight open. Okay. And as a bonus, I can throw in this old nudie opening gap. Okay. But that's outside the scope of what I'm teaching you guys here. All right. And then I'm going to look for a very key change in state delivery up off of, it's very key, higher time frame key level. Okay, so the change in state delivery only matters if we sweep sell side and we trade no higher time frame key level. This 15-minute up candle right here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and measure this out from the low to the high. Okay, very, very simple stuff here, guys. There's a reason why I'm utilizing this for the 5K live account. It repeats the most, it's the easiest. Here's this down candle. All right, and you can see we obviously shift above that with assertiveness. That right there is that change in state delivery off the midnight opening. Now what I'm going to do is actually drop down to the lower time frames and hunt something very specific. So let's drop down. Now, one of two things that I'm looking for once we see that higher time frame change in state delivery. I'm looking for an opposing array, number 1, to be broken through. We have that right here. Here's this sell side imbalance here if you're familiar with array gaps. Okay, that's right here. You can see we smash through that and close above it, which is a bonus. All right, and now the second thing I'm looking for, which is most important, we're going to drop down to the lower time frame. And as you can see here with what I have annotated, here is what you want to look for inside of that higher time frame change in state delivery. That's a Fourier gap. Did we create a Fourier gap inside of this 15-minute change in state delivery? Well, obviously, as you can see, I'm hovering my mouse over it. The answer is yes. So this right here is where you want to pull the trigger long, right? Oh, guess what? If you missed this right here, oh, here's another opportunity. All right, so usually, okay, not always, there's going to be more than one entry opportunity for model number 3. So in this case right here, this is the most optimal. And what are you targeting? Well, from the eyeball here, this is going to be the lowest hanging fruit. You can see that inside of the range left behind from the New York session, here's relative highs. What's going to be rested above that? Those who shorted this put their stop loss above, and those who were already short and trailed their stop above these highs here in profit. So that's what I'm targeting. That's going to be the lowest hanging fruit, and that is all you need. And like I said, right, there's a time consideration inside of this. The range that you really want to hunt this model from, right, I really shouldn't be giving all this out for free on here, but I'm showing you guys what I'm going to be doing. So 1030 to 1210. This range in time is the hunting zone for model number 3. Anywhere from 10:30 to 12:10 a.m. That's going to be the highest quality model number 3 that you will find. Okay, could perform outside of this, but usually 90% of the time, this is the time window where it's going to be most high probability. Up smack dab in the middle of that, it randomly happens, goes against the grain. And if you think this is hindsight, that's all right. I get it. I understand the industry nowadays. It's not hindsight. I assure you, the members and I, well documented, traded this and got covered about buy side. Now, is this the only target? No. If you have multiple contracts on, you can actually take one off and hold a runner for these relative highs inside the range. Okay, so when I say inside the range, I'm always going to utilize the swing high that was most prominent before the drop off. That's going to be here, down to the low, and your highest quality every single time. Whatever the most significant highs are relative to equilibrium, right above that, right? So the first presented opposing buy side liquidity in the premium of the range is always going to be the highest quality and most high probability target with a Model 3. So when you're looking at this, you're buying and you want to take majority of your position off right here. So this is the criteria. 2 trades max. So everything that I just showed you here, this is going to be the trade every single time I'm on that 5K live account. It's going to repeat over and over and over again. I can't tell you how many times in my 6 years reading these markets that I've seen this exact phenomenon take place. It's not random that I'm utilizing only this for this account. And so with all that said and all things considered, I gave you guys every single thing that I'm going to be looking to do with this 5K live account. I'm hoping you guys can tune in for the ride. If you're not in my Discord already, I'm going to put the link down in the pinned comment. You can join me, and I'll be happy to have you along the ride. Grow, learn, earn alongside of me, right? And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be fun. I'm ready. And see you guys in the next one.